Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the 6th update for the whole collection Project Pan 2021. This project was created by Becky Loves Kanga, though she's not doing this project anymore. This is the 3rd year that I'm doing this project. I've split it half between Project 10 uses, half the more traditional whole collection Project Pan route, and today's video is the refresh. Thank God. I am making some big changes. Not too many big changes, but I'm very excited to roll some new things in. I don't really know what the best way to go about this is. I think I'm just going to go in the order of how I have the products on my piece of paper. But just know I am just kicking things out willy-nilly for the refresh so I can roll in some new products to play with, because some of these I'm just not happy working with anymore, and that is why we have the 6-month refresh. If you're not enjoying it, kick it out. Don't struggle through on something that you have no intention of panning. So it's cheating to some project panners, but I want to rotate through more of my collection. That's why I have 5 of these products to only use 10 times, so I can just keep this project moving, keep touching more of my collection. So much of what's behind me went untouched for a very, very long time because 2020 was a disaster, and I'm trying to play catch up almost, if you will. Anyways, I'm going to start off with the Project 10 uses portion. I'm not doing the refresh with any of these products. If I can't struggle through 10 uses on something that it just needs to be decluttered immediately, there's no excuse for me not be able to use a product in my makeup collection 10 times. So with that being said, the Finding Ferdinand lipstick in the shade Nob Hill Red, I'm wearing this today, just lightly dabbed it on my lips, and that was my 10th use. So this is going to be rolling out today because I did meet my 10 uses goal. This was rolled in the intro, so it took me a full 6 months to use it 10 times, but I finally got there. It's just that this is such a bright shade. It wasn't an everyday shade for me. I mean, I could have used it every day for 10 days, and there's a hair on it, and got it out easily, but of course I didn't do that. The next 4 in this part of the project are relatively new. First I have, it's stuck, the Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder. I have used this 8 times out of the 10 I need. I should have just used it 2 more times this month, but it just got lost in the shuffle of things, so only 2 more uses on this and it can be rolling out. This is quite a smoothing powder. It does have a bit of a yellow tint to it, which depending on what concealer I'm pairing it with doesn't always turn out the best. Today I have it with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer that I have in a shade that is way too yellow for my skin tone, so those didn't mix that well. I looked kind of sick, so I had to put a pink eyeshadow under my eyes as well to color correct. But other than that, this works really well to set the face and everything. I do enjoy this, so 2 more uses is absolutely no problem. The OPI Suzi Shops and Island Hops, I don't even think I've used this since the last update. My paper is showing 2 uses, and I feel like that's what it showed last time. I could be wrong though, but 8 more uses on this. I did paint my nails a couple of days ago. They're super chipped and need to be repainted, so I will repaint them with this, but this is just to show that I did actually paint my nails, which I hadn't been doing at all. 2 of the products I rolled in last time, this last month blew by. Where did June go? I don't even know. How is it July? I am so confused. So this update completely snuck up on me. I can't even explain it. So the Herbal Essences Mousse I've only used once, and that was last night when I realized I needed to film this video today. And I talked about this, of how I really don't think it's going to do anything because my hair is so long, and the humidity in the air here is making my hair the frizziest mess. I don't even know what to do with it. So I'll use it 9 more times, but I feel like this was better for me and I used it more when my hair was shorter. And lastly, in the 10 uses, have the Tarte Pro Glow Highlighter, liquid highlighter in the shade Exposed. I didn't use this at all. Where did the month go? And it wasn't because I was looking at it and kept choosing other things over this. I just literally thought I had weeks until this update. So I was focusing on other highlighters and other projects. So I still have 10 uses to go on this. Now on to the products that my goals are harder. The Tarte Beach Babe lipstick. I've only used this maybe once or twice since the last update. Again, it snuck up on me. I am going to keep this in the project. I am feeling really motivated to actually finish this whole lipstick this year. It is just a mini. There's really not that much. So yeah, I'm keeping this in and I hope to finish it. The NYC Bronzer I used 6 times since the last update, bringing me up to, I lost it, 10 uses. I only started reaching for this after I expanded the pan on the Body Shop Honey Bronzer. And then I still have, this is bronzer number 3 in projects. So it doesn't get my full attention, that's for sure. But I do want to keep this in and try really hard to hit pan on this year. I was surprised that I decided to keep this in, but I was thinking how many other things could potentially get rolled in, and I don't mind working on this, and it's really old and should have pan on it by now, so I'm going to keep working on it. Now the next 3 products are leaving. The Essie nail polish in the shade Pre-Show Jitters. I do have on my nails today. I used it 2 more times since the last update, but I'm still so close to the top. I used this, oh, I didn't continue marking it. I used this less than 10 times in 6 months. There's no way that I'm going to finish this nail polish this year, and if another nail polish gets rolled in, so be it. I will use that approximately 10-ish times, however much I do, and just rotate through them that way. It's holding a spot in this project. I don't mind working on it, it's fine, but I'd rather be working on something else because I know I'm not going to meet my goal on this product. And I'm happy that I did get some use out of it this year. The ColourPop Taurus lip liner, my goal is to use it halfway up or 50 times. I only used it 13 times since it was rolled into this project. It is a super rich, warm brown liner, lip liner, and I have made some progress on it, but nowhere near using up half the pencil. And this is not a shade that I reach for often. This was one of those lip liners that matched 2 or 3 lipsticks in my collection, and I would use it just with them. I did get more use out of it in this project by mixing it with various other lipsticks I was working on, mostly this Tarte one. But again, I don't focus, I'm not narrow focused on this because it's not an everyday type of product for me, and so I'm never going to meet my goal. So I'd rather, again, just work on something else, give something else the opportunity to get some love on it. And lastly, I rolled this in last time and I had full intentions of keeping it in. However, I used this 6 times this month and I'm decluttering it. It's only worth $5. My goal was to use it until the writing. I did make some progress on this. Again, I will insert the picture. I sharpened it twice, I think, in using it 6 times. The first couple of times I was like, wow, this really doesn't last very long in the waterline. Okay, whatever, it's not a pencil that lasts well in the waterline. Again, I'm reminding you that this is $5. Not that much cheaper than a ColourPop eyeliner that lasts in my waterline all day long. So I was like, whatever, started using it on my top lashes. It fades off those too. And this is such a thick pencil that it would wear away, but it would take away the shadow underneath as well. So then I'd have a bare patch above my lash line. That's ridiculous. And then just because I know someone would suggest it, I did try to use this in my brows as well. Even though I have a ton of brow products I need to work through, and I typically don't like to rearrange products purposes like that unless absolutely necessary, but this is such a like thick, creamy, not creamy in like that it glides on well, but if you apply any pressure, it's like thick and chunky in my brows, and it was much too warm. So I am not that extreme of a project panner where I would reapply this on my lash line 3 times a day just so that it would extend through. Would I get through it faster? Sure, but for $5 of an empty, not worth it. It's just a crappy eyeliner. I'm very passionate about throwing this away, and you guys know I don't hardly ever declutter. But this is going. Okay, so that's exciting. We're going to be rolling in 4 new products, 3 of which need to be in the like more traditional side of this project, and 1 of them can be in my 10 uses side. Everything right now is fair game. I don't want more than 2 products of anything. I have 1 bronzer, 1 highlight, 1 lipstick, 1 hair product, 1 powder, and 1 nail polish currently in this project. I have in my Pretty Random app the numbers 2 to 618. Again, I hope that's correct. I'm doing this so strangely, it's hard to know. 587. Okay, so that was an eyeshadow palette. I went and grabbed that. I'm kind of out of breath because it was upstairs. 538. Okay, 2 more numbers. Oh. Actually, so that was another eyeshadow. I've decided that's fine. That's 2 eyeshadows. So I'm actually going to fix my numbers since the majority of the numbers here are eyeshadows because I have 5 million of them. So I'm changing from 618 to 504. 240. I finally realized that I can type in the numbers. That's made this go a lot easier. Okay. And 4. Okay, now I'm out of breath again because I just had to run upstairs a second time. I should have just rolled them all and then made 1 trip. Okay. I have some very difficult items. I only have space for 1 product to be in the 10 uses side. So honestly, that made it a bit easier in terms of my decision making. However, I am much happier to be working on this selection of items versus the 4 things I rolled out. Well, like the 3 I kicked out and the 1 I met my goal on, if that makes sense. So let's go in the order that they were rolled. So first we have the ColourPop Lilac You A Lot palette. I actually had this upstairs because I took a picture of it with my lilac tree / bush and then never brought it down here. And I was planning on using it a couple of times before doing that. I was going to just chat about it in my next Shop My Stash, but I'm going to try and hit pan on a shade. I've been hitting pans on eyeshadows way better than any other year previous, and I'm so motivated to hit 21 pans this year. And I am kind of cheating because I am going to choose the shade Cloud. That has broken like 3 or 4 times. It came to me shattered, and no matter how hard I try and press it in there, it just continues to crumble away. So there's already a huge dip because it just keeps crumbling. I've tried so hard to press it and it's just not working. So I want to actually hit pan on that. And I'm not going to dig in and hope it crumbles away, but hitting pan in it will mean I will have actually gotten some good use out of it versus it just like crumbling and blowing away into nothing. Because a lot of times it has been crumbling like in my drawer or something, and then I open it and it all falls on the floor. It's not that it's like staying nicely in the pan so that I can use it. I didn't think I was going to be painting eyeshadows in this project this year, but now I'm feeling really excited too. So I will be popping up close-ups. Again, I don't think it's going to be hard, but I will still feel really good about having a pan in this palette. Next, a second eyeshadow got rolled in. I didn't think I was going to allow that just because I'm working on so many eyeshadows, but I'm feeling motivated to pan eyeshadow. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit pan on this as well. It was this Pixie by Petra Apricot Glow Mesmerizing Mineral Duo. I got this in an Ipsy bag a million years ago, and it was the lighter side that got pulled in. So I will be going to hit pan. That was not grammatically correct. I'm going to try and hit pan on this shade. These do have some usage. Obviously, they're old. I've used them, but not a ton. There's no dip or anything. But yes, we're gonna do it. 240 is a brand new product that I just used for the first time in my Oh the Shame video. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Bronzer in the shade Kiss of Copper. And because this is brand new and also like a full-size blush, my goal for this is going to be 10 uses. So this is the one product going in that side. I've only used it the one time so far, but I really enjoyed it. I am more than happy to use it 10 more times. That will help me get prepared for my review later on, and this is the perfect time of year for it. And lastly, number 4 comes from one of my fragrances, and this is the Stella McCartney Pop fragrance. I had wanted to pull this out in the springtime and just forgot. I've been using other fragrances, using up a couple even, which has been great. I hope this is still good. I didn't think to check. I can hardly open it. I remember I got this as a point perk from Sephora after Kathleen Lights raved about it years ago and said the scent reminded her exactly of Barbie shoes. That memory is so vivid in my mind, and then when I saw it as like a code thing on Sephora, it was like, I want to know what that smells like. It doesn't smell like it's gone bad. I don't fully get the Barbie shoes reference, but that's okay. My goal will be to finish this. It's just a deluxe size sample, and I'm already down to here. So I think this will be a good summer fall scent. Hopefully I'll have it gone by winter though. So those were my new roll-ins. What do you think? I'm really excited for the refresh and happy to have some new products to work on. Goals for next time, I definitely want to get some uses on this. I can't believe that fell through the cracks. The Hourglass powder will for sure have 10 uses on it by then. And honestly, if I'm diligent, I think I could roll this out really quickly. We'll see. I would be happy with just one roll in per update. And last time I rolled in 3 as well, and then 4 this time. So this project's been moving along quite nicely. So that is everything for today's whole collection project pan update. Like I said, I'm feeling really great with the refresh. I know that not everyone likes project pan refreshes, and if you're doing this project and you don't like that, then don't feel obligated to do it. I am just feeling really refreshed with some new products and not feeling stagnant in feeling forced to work on things that you just don't want to work on. The things I rolled out, I'm happy with my usage on. The nail polish, the baby's crying, sorry, and the lip liner, I'm happy with my usage for those for the year. They would have never gotten that much use from me. And the eyeliner is just trash. It's gotta go. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.